Welcome to the phase of my life I like to call, am I dumb or just old? I went to Target, as one does, but not for my usual leisurely jaunt. No, this time I had a task, and it was to find a shirt or whatever, okay? Recently, my 12-year-old son has transitioned from like extra large boys into men's clothing. And that's great. That's so great. I love that. I love that for him. That I feel no way about that. I also feel no way about the fact that he will now get dressed and walk past me. Like I can be standing in the hallway and he walks past me to go and ask his 14-year-old sister how he looks. I don't care. I'm like, ugh, good for you guys. And I'll just throw this out there. I was the one who used to buy him those little matching bow tie and suspender sets. He was like the most handsome little 4-year-old. And that was to me. Okay. So basically I am a fashion icon. Okay. Do you know how many middle school boys would love my collection of graphic tees? But yeah, go and ask your sister. That's cool. So we have been sitting at dinner and he announces that this event is coming up at his school. As mom, I'm like, okay, do you have everything that you need? And he goes, yeah, pretty much. I guess if I could use anything, it'd be like a shirt or whatever. I was like, hey, I could find you a shirt or whatever. I was super excited. It only made it weird that I jumped up and raised my hand because we were sitting at a Longhorn and the other patrons like looked over. But other than that, I was seizing the opportunity, okay? So I am jazzed, okay, that I get this opportunity to show him that I know what's going on. So I go to the Target and all of a sudden, I just feel a lot of pressure, okay? Because I have to find him something that he looks nice in, something that shows he's not trying too hard, and something, frankly, that conveys that I have my pulse on, that I am in tune with the wants of the youth, the kid, that I'm in tune with the bros, right? Which I am. So I get there and I can't find anything that looks like how I want it to look in my head. I already have a problem shopping and now I'm piecing together things for someone else. So I'm standing there and a floor associate comes up because I'm a customer standing still in the middle of a department. She comes up and she's a very nice young lady and asks if she can help. And so I'm trying to tell her, no, I'm fine. We end up chit-chatting and we're vibing, okay? We're vibing. She's like laughing at my jokes. I know what you're thinking. She makes minimum wage. It is easier to laugh at your jokes than it is to refold a bunch of shirts. And okay, that's true. But also, fun fact, I'm pretty starved for attention. So if you laugh with me, we're basically besties. I don't care. I don't care if you're getting paid. So again, she's asking me if I need help. And I know that she is specifically asking like if I'm finding sizes or, you know, why I'm having this problem. I know what I was trying to say. And it was just that I couldn't find the look that I wanted, right? And so I ended it by saying, you know, this is more trouble than it's worth because you know how those premenstrual boys are. No. To her credit, she did not notice me misspeaking, again, because she wasn't that invested in the conversation, only I was. But I knew that I said the wrong thing. So I was like, oh wait, correct it. I'm not talking about his hormones. I'm talking about this period of his life. So I was like, oh, sorry. I mean, premenopausal boys. What the are you having a stroke? The word, I know that I'm supposed to have said something else, but I cannot for the life of me think of what it is. This has been happening more and more often the past couple of years. I can be in conversation with you and completely use my train of thought. Okay? Or I can blank on a word that I know that not a difficult word, but just a word that I know and it'll be gone. Okay? And this bothers me. This bothers me for a couple of reasons, but mostly because I'm a lover of words. I love listening to people who speak really eloquently if you and I are talking and you say a word that is new to me, I will hold on to it, go home, look it up, memorize the definition, and like keep it in my pocket. I just like to know I love words. I love words. And so being unable to effectively communicate particularly bothers me. So I know that I've said the wrong thing. I don't have a premenstrual boy. I don't. I know that. And I must have glitched, right? Because I must have glitched. So I'm standing there, again, trying to think of the word, trying to save face in some way. Because she goes, you know what? I'll let you look. Let me know if you need help. But she's saying it, and she's backing away. Because I'm assuming in her mind, she does not want to participate in whatever mental health episode I'm about to engage in. And I get it, baby. You're 19. You got plenty of years to do this on your own. Go, live your life. In my defense, it had to have taken me less than a minute because I stood there, the bells and whistles are going off. I'm embarrassed that I said the wrong thing. Within 60 seconds, the light shines and I go, prepubescent. The word that I had been looking for was prepubescent. All right, that was the term. This is not a big deal. It's not the end of the world, okay? You misspoke to a woman you probably will never see again. This is just a funny little anecdote, yes? Those are thoughts that a normal person would have. Not me. It is important to me that this young woman know that I know the word that I was trying to say. So I go into 2 laps around the men's department because I'm gonna find her and I'm going to, casually bring up prepubescent. I need for her to know that I knew what I was saying, okay? So I do my laps and she's not there. She's not there. I've scared her out of the department. So I'm kind of looking around. I'm looking around because I'm stumped. And I realize the men's department is next to electronics, and in electronics there are the doors for the back of house, for the like the warehouse, the storage area, the Target part of Target, right? And I was like, oh, she probably went back there. Let me go over there. So I'm trying to coincidentally just kind of walk past the doors, and that way when she comes out from break. Okay, so if you're summarizing this, what happens? An old woman misspeaks when talking to a sales associate. The sales associate walks away. The old woman goes, I'm going to harass this woman and find her and prove that I know the word. So she's now stalking a woman who may be on break. Okay, so that's where we are in our story. So I'm going back and forth, like casually pushing the cart back in front of the doors. When this man comes over and says, hey, how are you? And I'm like, I'm fine. And he was like, you looking for anything? And so I look over, he's not in uniform, and I'm like, oh my God, this guy is hitting on me. Like, I'm in Target in a Stranger Things t-shirt. I really have it going on today. And it's like on me. So it's like, oh my God, I'm about to tell him, look, I'm married, okay? I'm married. And then I realized he has a radio. He's undercover security. They sent security to suss out whether or not I was about to hijack the Target. So all this to say, if you got to work today and you were like, oh my God, I spilled coffee on my tie. This is so embarrassing. This is the worst day ever. No, it's not. No, it's not.